Hi Simon, nice to meet you.
And you?
How are you?
Very well, thank you. And you?
Yeah, good. We're here today to talk about the baby swap storyline in EastEnders in 2010.
Okay.
I just wondered, what was your thoughts on it?
I thought that it was very distressing, the whole baby swap storyline. To think that a baby could be stolen and the parents not know is very distressing, especially for a parent myself.
On the topic of distress, was there any scenes in particular that you found hard to watch?
Yeah, I found it hard to watch when Kat and Alfie first discovered that their so-called baby was dead. That was horrible for a parent to watch.
Imagine. Was it because you're a dad yourself?
Yeah, that definitely makes it harder to watch, being a parent myself and having two beautiful daughters.
So I've gathered from the information so far that you strongly disagree with the episodes that were shown.
Yes, I don't think they should have been shown. I can understand that they wanted to maybe advertise cot death, but the baby swapping I found very hard.
So, do you think anything could have been done to make the episodes more acceptable?
Yes, just the storyline on cot death would have been more acceptable. It's a very distressing subject, but that would have been okay, I think.
The BBC's remit is to inform, educate and entertain. Do you think that they educated you about cot death in the following episodes, or do you think it was just done for entertainment but went too far?
Yeah, the entertainment side of it was the swapping side of it for me, and that went too far. The cot death side of it did educate to a degree, but it could have been more about cot death rather than baby swapping.
Yep, I agree. Ronnie ended up getting imprisoned for her crime. Do you agree that the right punishment was shown?
Yes, she definitely had to be put in prison for what she did. It was pretty despicable.
Thank you for your time, Simon.
My pleasure.
Hi June, nice to meet you.
And to you?
So I was just wondering, why do you agree with the baby swap storyline in EastEnders?
Well, I don't agree as much. I don't agree as such. It's a TV programme, isn't it? So it's not real. So the storyline, as far as I was concerned, I really didn't get hooked on it. I haven't got to say exactly all the words, have I? Should I?
No, it's fine. So do you think that the story is too risky because it did receive thousands of complaints?
I realised there were many complaints over the episodes, and that some people may have been affected very badly by it. But I don't think that it was good to raise. I think it was good to raise the awareness of cot death, and that the baby swap story after was just to keep the representation that the EastEnders shows in storylines. In my opinion, Ronnie's action didn't affect me at all.
Okay. Do you think this is because you don't have kids of your own, so you can't relate to the emotion between a mother and a child?
That's quite right. I don't have children of my own. And probably that's why I wasn't affected emotionally.
Okay. Were you on Ronnie or Kat's team throughout the episodes?
Well, my sympathy really lies with Ronnie, due to the fact she had a tough life, didn't she? And which took her a long time to get it out of her system or to come out.
Yeah.
And EastEnders did show that action very well. I understood how sorry she was by proving that she didn't do it out of spite.
Yeah, I can see.
And she isn't evil, really.
I understood what you mean by that. Like, they showed that she was really sympathetic towards the end and really pleading sorry and stuff. So I don't think they showed it in that she was an evil person.
No.
So in that way, maybe the complaints weren't really necessary for that. But yeah. But thank you for your time anyway. Hi Sally, nice to meet you.
Hello.
So we are here to discuss the Baby Swap storyline in 2010 EastEnders, which received 3,400 complaints from viewers. Are you for or against this?
To be honest, I found the episodes following the Cop Death storyline ridiculous and not entertaining. I'm an avid fan, but I think this was too distasteful and agree with the complaints. To make a point, I actually stopped watching it for a little while.
I think many people probably did. The BBC's aim is to inform, educate and entertain. Do you think that the Baby Swap episodes fitted with this remit?
No, I don't think it was so much entertaining for anyone who would have experienced anything as horrific as that. Sensitivity of the baby swap was missing, and I just think it was not very good.
So, I understand that you know someone who has experienced cot death before. Do you agree that there should have been a warning before the episode started, or do you think that the helplines at the end of the show were good enough?
Yes, I definitely think there should have been a warning, but it's not just people who've had the experience who would have found it uncomfortable and hurtful to watch, but elderly people wouldn't have enjoyed it, and they're a big target market for soaps.
I agree with you there. There was a warning on the BBC website posted before the episodes. Do you think this was enough to aware people of the following episodes?
No, because the people that were affected were mostly elderly and parents, and not many of these extend their viewing by using the BBC website to find out about what's up and coming storylines. They should definitely have been brought up to viewers' attention more through another platform.
That's a really interesting point you bring up there. For my last question, I just wondered if the perception of a grieving mother, Ronnie, was represented correctly, or if it was over-exaggerated, which just made her look like a nutter.
We understand Ronnie's character was very distressed and the pain inside was just building up. She lost her daughter Danielle and her dad in the last 2 years before the baby James was born, so I can understand how the audience can really sympathise with her. Unlucky past, but I think that the actions of Ronnie were exaggerated, made purely for the entertainment of the show, and didn't represent a mother who was grieving in reality.
Thank you for this eye-opening interview, Sally.
You're welcome.